Oh, look at that. FTP increased. This is New York City Showdown Stage 2. All right, let's break it down really quick and then get into the ride. So I did Stage 2, which is Prospect Park Loop. It's 4 laps of it, which comes out to about 21.9 kilometers and 13.6 miles. Elevation gain is 187 meters. That's 614 feet. And then it's power-ups of draft and aero. So this is going to be a very fast race, very quick race. You got to stay up with the group. Let's break down the details. Okay. So this is Prospect Park Loop. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say right now, but this is the deal. You start off, again, it's pretty quick, and then you go downhill and it gets quicker. Okay, so when you hit this little kicker, and it's only 3.5 miles long, guys. So when you hit this kicker, it's short, it's a little punchy, it's not very steep, but people will relax. And then when you get to the top of that hill, you got to be careful not to get dropped off the back. Little foreboding there. But let's break down this little kicker. It's called the hill climb, the hill KOM. So this is only about 0.3 miles long, and the gradients are 3.6 for an average, and then the highest gradient is 4.3%. So you're only climbing 62 feet. So it's not very far, it's not very hard, you're not getting all your energy zapped when you hit that KOM there, but since it's such a fast-paced race, if you're not prepared for it, and you're not ready for that punch, and then ready to kick off at the top, you're going to get dropped, and you're going to see a couple splits in this race today. So that's it. Let's get into it. See how I did. That first lap was a little doozy. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. 15 seconds. Right out of the pen, I didn't have a hard time staying up with the group. I actually got up into the front of the group, no problem. We were going decently fast, got up into the high 20s, and then as we reached the downhill portion, we're getting up into the high 30s. So it was going pretty quick, and what I didn't realize is right from the get-go, we had a string of guys in the back there. I think it split in half, and half of the guys were already stringing out. I was in the front half doing just fine, but I slowly slipped back to about 60th place. That is until we got to the KOM climb. Now here, the hill KOM, I wanted to be conservative. I had a heart rate of 170, and I wanted to be very careful going up this climb. I didn't want to expel all my energies. But the problem was I was way too conservative through this portion of the race. So I slipped back to about 70th position. And what I didn't realize is that was the back of this group. So terrible positioning. I should have stayed up front. I should have burned a little bit more energy, brought my heart rate up to like 178. It's the first lap. I should have acknowledged that they would have pushed harder on this first lap, but I was feeling sluggish out of the gate. So I fell right into their trap. After that first climb, I didn't put enough effort into it over that climb, and I started dropping back. It strung out, and then I missed the back of that very front pack. It split up. And then a couple more groups split off, and I'm just now in panic mode. I'm trying to catch up. I used my draft power up to try to spring across through that group up to these stragglers to try to get some draft, maybe some momentum to sling me across to the front group. And what you're going to find is it just didn't work. And I ended up being out in the wind by myself for a while, basically time trialing all by myself. And I eventually realized just up the road here that I am not catching that group. I have missed my chance, my opportunity. I'm doing 4.4 watts per kilogram right now. Like, I can't sustain that for too long and before burning out. That's almost like 200 to 250% of my FTP. I'm just gonna burn out. So I realized, man, I missed it, and I'm gonna time trial it as best I can until I fall in with a decent chase group, and maybe we'll chase it back. So for the next little while here, that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see me time trialing it while trying to catch up. Okay, so now I do an elbow flick a couple times, trying to get some people to do some work. I just did a big pull, backed off, let Lee do some pulls, but they're not doing any super strong pulls like I was. So I do a couple flicks, trying to get this guy in black to get up to the front. He's not going to the front to do anything. I flick my elbow a couple of times and then realize they're not going to really do a whole lot of work. So I end up doing another long pull, about a minute's worth, a hard pull, and then from there I start attacking them because we're coming towards the end of the third lap, about to go into the final lap. So now until the end of the fourth lap, I start attacking. My goal is to get them tired. I don't let them rest on the next flat, so we do this climb, come down, and I don't let them rest after that. I attack a little bit. After a good push up that climb, dropping a few guys, getting a little bit of space, I am now just trying to keep the pace a little bit at 3 to 3.5, I think it is, watts per kilogram. Just trying to keep it up a little bit so that the guys behind me have to work to catch back up. And again, that was the group that I was with and that I was attacking. Lee Dovey is going to fly by me here a little bit, and he's the one that I was attacking, and then he would attack, and then I would attack, and we'd draft each other. So I knew he was strong and had energy. So in just a second, he's going to fly by me right here, and it's 0.2 kilometers to go, so just about time to sprint. So I catch up to get in his draft, hit my draft boost, and then take off. And I sprint right past him. A good 500 feet left to go. I'm trying to catch this last guy. This is a guy that I hadn't caught yet. And we actually crossed the finish time almost at the exact same time. Our time is actually the exact same at, it's the exact same second, but I think he won it by like 100th of the second. So he barely beat me, but that was a good sprint, good way to end it. All right, so that finish puts me at a ranking of 4,876 out of 9,363 for stage 2. Stage 1, I was 4,629 out of 10,897. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better on the third and final stage and see what my final ranking is. That was pretty fun. Last but not least, I did get a new FTP, 229 up to 237. I'm happy with that.